What's up, party people? Android Stud here, and I have two great devices I want to talk about today. First of all, the Pixel 4a 5G right here from Google. Real nice device, comes in at a real nice price. And then I have the OnePlus Nord. That's right. Now this is the import. The model number is the AC2003. This gets 4G LTE. Does not get 5G in the States, although it is a 5G phone. But it is imported. They do not sell. They do have a couple OnePlus Nords that are coming out that are cheaper, that are going to be available in the United States, but this one has a lot of specs that those don't, including the Snapdragon 765G. And both these phones have that Snapdragon 765G. So now this version has 12 gigabytes of RAM, so it's the big boy, 256 gigabytes of storage. This has 128 gigabytes of storage and 6 gigabytes of RAM. So a little bit of a difference there when it comes to these phones. Now this has a 6.4 inch AMOLED display, which to me is one of the best displays that a smartphone has right now, besides the Samsung Galaxy Note series and also the S20 series. Now this has a 6.2 inch OLED panel. Now, as you can see, the OnePlus Nord is significantly brighter when it comes to the screen brightness. But look, I only have it up a little bit. So, and then you look at the Pixel 4a 5G, I have it up almost all the way. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to crank it up all the way 100%, and this will be at 50%, and they're almost just as bright, but we'll keep it that way just so for the purposes of this video. Now, as far as the screen refresh rate on this has 60 Hertz, okay? And this has 90 Hertz. So you get the super speed on the OnePlus Nord than you do on the Pixel 4a 5G. Now, as far as price is concerned, this is $499 from Google. This, you're gonna have to look around, but anywhere from 400 to 500, maybe 550 if you want the big boy. This does come in 8 gigabyte RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage. So you have to take that into consideration. Now the build of these, this is plastic, Gorilla Glass 3 on the front. This is glass on the front and back at Gorilla Glass 5, okay? So this is a premium feeling phone. This OnePlus Nord, although it's $400 to $500, feels like it's a $800, $900 phone. It has a very premium feel to it, and the display is phenomenal. I mean, the display on this is this is one of my favorite phones this year. This and the Pixel 5 are just top notch. Of course, the Note 20 Ultra 5G is just another league, but that's a phenomenal device too. Now, as far as some things that the Pixel 4a 5G has, it has the headphone jack, as you can see there. This does not have a headphone jack, stereo speakers, no stereo speakers. This has a single firing speaker here on the bottom, which at times if you're covering it when you're gaming or listening to YouTube videos, you will cover it, so be careful of that. This does have the stereo speakers. So this does have better speakers. This one does not. This has Android 11 out the box. This has Android 10 out of the box, although this will get Android 11, or it already probably has Android 11 across the country or across the world on some of the devices. Still waiting for that update to come on here, but we're looking forward to that on the Nord. Now, as far as the cameras are concerned, on the back, you get a dual camera setup on here, 12 megapixel standard wide, and then you get that ultra wide 16 megapixel, 8 megapixel on the front. The cameras on this are amazing and awesome. Now, this is a quad camera setup here on the back, so you get a 48 megapixel, you get a 8 megapixel ultra wide, and then you get a 2 megapixel macro, and then you get another one for depth of field. So the cameras on this are okay. They're not great, but they get you by, but they're not as good as the Pixel 4a 5G. They're just not. That's one of the things. Now, you do get that front facing camera on here with the dual lens, so that's kind of cool. So you can go ultra wide, you can go a little wider than you would on most cameras on here. So as far as cameras concerned, man, doesn't compare with the Pixel. As far as the display, the Pixel doesn't compare with the OnePlus Nord. So it's a little bit of give and take at the end of the day, but this is a phenomenal looking device. If you could deal with okay cameras, I would get this. If you need cameras, I would get this, because the display on this, compared to this is not a bad display, but compared to this is superior when it comes to display. So you have to look at both those deals and make sure that you're making your decision based on what you need to do as far as both these devices. But they're both really good. At the end of the day, this is just a premium feeling device, but the problem is finding the device. You're gonna have to find it a third party, maybe second hand. So, you know, as far as color is concerned, you can get this in a black for now, possibly a white in the future. Then you got this one. This one is the blue marble, and you also get a gray onyx. Now, as far as the fingerprint reader, this has an in-display fingerprint reader here, so that comes real in handy. I prefer the rear fingerprint reader, the old school, like they have on the Pixel 4a. But hey, what are you gonna do? You know, that's the way it is. Now, as far as battery's concerned, this has a 4115 milliamp battery. Now, you get some sexy fast charge on here, 30 watt. This phone charges super fast. It's one of OnePlus's traits. You get 18 watt charge on here. These are not wireless charging. The Pixel 4a 5G does not have wireless charging, so you're gonna have to use the wire on here. So as far as the IP68 certified, you're not gonna get that on these. The Pixel 4a 5G does not have that. And also, the other thing that I wanted to mention, as far as the band's concerned, you're gonna get 5G on this one on most of your carriers here in the United States. So you're 5G ready and capable. This one, you're not gonna get the 5G in the States. You're only gonna get LTE, 4G LTE. So you gotta really take that consideration when it comes to you know, whether or not you're gonna be able to use this device on here and how often you need 5G. But I still think we're about a year and a half to 2 years away from 5G. But look, this device, it's sexy. It's got a beautiful display. The software on here with Oxygen OS is incredible. You get the 90 hertz display. You're gonna get Android 11 probably here soon. The build, like I said, with the front glass in the back and front. Also, the cameras are good because you get a dual camera here. If you like that pill there on the top left versus the, you know, single cutout here. You know, this one looks like it's looking at you, man. It looks like ET phone home. But really, this device is beautiful. Now, the Pixel 4a 5G, I don't like this plastic build on this phone. I just don't. It reminds me of the 3A XL. Feels very cheap. I know it's a price, it's a budget device at $499, but I'm not feeling it. I like the Pixel 5 a lot better. I like the aluminum, recycled aluminum on that device much more, much better. But look, at the end of the day, which one would I choose? It's hard, man, because the camera's so good on the Pixel 4a 5G. But man, this display on this, I think I could live with the camera being a little subpar for a little bit, but you're talking to a guy that has different phones every day of the week, so that's not fair. But if I had to leave home and the world was ending, I would take the OnePlus Nord because I just love the display, I love the battery, I love the Oxygen OS on it, I love the build on it. It just feels like you spend $400 or $500, you're getting your money's worth with this one because look at that thing, man. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. So, but look, at the end, Pixel 4a 5G is not a bad device either, but I just don't like the plastic build. Look, that's gonna do it, man. I'm gonna jump out of here with my Androids and continue with my day. Leave a comment down below. You know where to find me on Instagram and Twitter at Android Stud. Subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up because it helps me out. I hope you enjoyed this video, helping you make the decision between the Pixel 4a 5G and the OnePlus Nord. I'll see you guys later. Peace.